There's the lineup. Barbados, Bahamas, Jamaica, British Virgin Islands, Bermuda, and Guyana. Top three sure to go through, plus the next two fastest. St. Lucia in a non-automatic qualifying position at 41.67. There are the Jamaicans in 5, led off by the 100 champion Jamal Stephens. 10.24 into a negative 1.4 meters per second wind. Antonio Paul.
And guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to look at these the emerging young sprinters who performed really well during the CAREBEAN 2025. The names like Michael Graham's emerged and he did wonders. So the countries are like Trinidad, Tobago, Jamaica being one of the most well performed were there, and also Bahamas and other countries. So let us take a look and then I will be back with more commentaries.
Islands. Stevenson, of course, for Jamaica. The Bahamians in lane number 4. They have really good 4x4 teams, but maybe a few questions about their 4x1 quartets. Najee McBride will lead them off. And then Barbados on the inside. They have Mackay King on the opening leg. Second semi-final coming up.
If anything, this might be the tougher of the two semi-finals. Jamaica certainly have a array of talent here, but for the rest of the field, it's going to be touch and go to see who gets those other two qualification spots. That's once Jamaica get the baton around safely.
Jamaica might be running their strongest team here. Based on what I'm seeing, I'm not sure who else would come in to make it better. So maybe ensuring that they get practice and consistency going into that final. They won't be taking the Trinbagonians for granted. Away they go. Look at the start from Jamal Stevenson. He's already gobbled up the British Virgin Islands. Carter on his outside. The first change made. Shaquane Gordon flies down the back stretch for Jamaica. Look at that. Gordon has absolutely blown the field away. Now it's Antonio Powell. Bahamas in second. Barbados in third. British Virgin Islands in fourth. Jamaica to make the final change first. They are well clear. Tyrese Foreman pouring down the stretch. Jamaica to win it. 39.29. Just outside a 10th of the record. 39.15. What a performance from the Jamaicans. In fact, on the anchor leg there, Daniel Clark, the 13.06 sprint hurdler. And so the Jamaicans do have Tyrese Foreman they can bring in for the final. And based on that lineup, I suspect he's the man who'll come in for the final. But that's 39.34 for the Jamaicans. The record is unnoticed.
It certainly is. Jamaica very impressive here. Trinidad and Tobago laid down a mark, but Jamaica have said, we are not going to lie down here at all. We are on your turf, no problems at all. Now, there was a flag on that final leg changeover, and in fact, the two Bahamian athletes were left standing on the track staring at each other, so Bahamas are out.
Another look at it. Jamal Stevenson, the 100 champion, leading Jamaica off. Terrific first leg, but the eye-catching leg was the second to his high school teammate Shaquane Gordon. Look at this. First run of these CAREBEAN games, Shaquane Gordon decided against running the 100 meters to focus on his sprint hurdles defense, and that was a terrific leg.
It certainly was, and the exchange was pretty good. And here was the final exchange. Now keep an eye on the Bahamas here, just to the right of the Jamaica team. Yep, that's when the flag went up.
Yeah, Bahamas out. Barbados will get through in second position. Can't even see who came across the line in third. Daniel Clark saying, ooh.
Well, the lights have taken effect here at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. They came on about 10 minutes ago and already showing up here. It tends to get very dark quickly just after that 6:05 period. Just about time to illuminate these young athletes.
One of these boys will write their own bit of history. Jaden Collins, the second fastest in the field at 10.51 seconds, but looked well below his best in qualifying at 10.93. Jamal Delos Jr. of the Bahamas, 10.79, was only third in his semi-final, but that was good enough to get him into the final. There's Michael Graham, the fastest in the field at 10.44. He goes in lane number 3 for Jamaica, won his semi-final at 10.89. Alex C. Prasad of Trinidad and Tobago goes in lane number 4, looked very nippy in qualifying. Millington of Guyana, the fastest in qualifying in 5 at 10.73. Fred of the BVI in 6 at 10.78 in qualifying. He won his semi-final. Ricardo Mann, St. Lucia, was the second fastest in qualifying at 10.74. And on the outside, Cameron Henfield of the Bahamas. Up they go. Mann pulls up. Graham of Jamaica in front. Chased by Fred of the British Virgin Islands. Graham, Fred and Collins gets runs on the inside. Michael Graham completes a stunning season with Carifta under 17 gold. Deandre Fred, the BVI's lone Carifta medalist last year, runs brilliantly to capture silver. And Jaden Collins puts behind him the disappointing qualifying run this morning to snatch the bronze and get a 1-3 for Jamaica.
Yes, as he was expected to dominate, and he's come here and he's converted the gold medal to Jamaica. Michael Graham is the newest star out of Jamaica in the 100 meters and lapping up the applause here. We expected to see that the athletes from Jamaica would dominate, and this is exactly what's going to be happening here. And at this point in the race, just about halfway through, he's starting to pull ahead here. Everyone is struggling to catch up with him and pulled ahead. Now, it was a good run for second place. He was catching up on Graham, but not enough in the tank.
The stadium announcer introducing the athletes, even as the Trinidad and Tobago fans are fixed on the octathlon boys long jump. The first of 4 semi-final races in the under 17 boys 100 meters coming up.
Applause for Jayden Goodridge, the Burnley runner out of Trinidad and Tobago, also set to compete in the 200 and the 4x100 meter relay.
One thing we know about the Guyanese, they peak for the Carifta Games. And so it's very difficult to just look at their times from earlier this season and predict how well they're likely to do.
So far, they have been impressive, the Guyanese athletes we've seen.
Gordon Thompson goes in 3. Only the winner assured a spot in the final. Clean break. Gordon Thompson got a brilliant for Guyana. Michael Graham, the Jamaican, goes to work, and Graham steps forward and books his ticket to the final. 10:83 the flash time. Gordon Thompson forced him to run that second half of the race. The Guyanese with a bullet start, but this outstanding informed Jamaican athlete delivering brilliantly. The favorite qualifies at 10:89.
In control all the way in that one, but as you mentioned, he was pushed by Gordon Thompson, and Jaden Goodridge of Trinidad and Tobago just outside of that top two. Well, he's out of contention now because, as you mentioned, top each in the winner in each heat moves up, and the next four best times.
Still has a shot if he is in the top 5 for this first semi-final. And he finished in 3rd, so still has an opportunity to be in the final. Of course, it's a long wait to see 4 more semi-final races. Michael Graham, he knows that he'll be back for the second semi-final coming up in the under-17 girls 4x100 meters relay. Number of field events will be taking place, including the high jump final for under-17 boys. The high jump under-20 boys final coming up later on as well. That will be a cracker. The discus under-17 boys final, the shot put under-17 boys final, sorry. That could be a terrific battle. That shot put under-17 boys final featuring Jaden Walcott of Barbados and Kamari Kennedy of Jamaica. Both of them have gone over 18 meters this season, with Kennedy, the Jamaican, having gone 18.82, which is better than the Carifta record of 18.80 set last year by another Jamaican, Javonte Smith.
Well, just to answer your question about St. Lucia, I'm not seeing J.D. Manuel out there at all. In fact, I'm seeing Emmeline is in leg number 1. Second leg will be run by Maximin. Third leg by Facey, Gabrielle Facey. And the fourth leg, Sinak, has that one.
Really smart decision from the St. Lucian Federation, their management and coaching staff, because she's already run 100 heats and final yesterday. Qualifying round of the 200 meters earlier today, and she looked spent after that, and she's been running fast. If they do get to the final, always a chance that she could come in later on, or they may just make the decision, which would be another smart one, to rest her and keep her fresh for the 200 final on Monday.
And also they could be very confident that the foursome that they do have on the track will do the business for them.
Either way, love the decision. It's all about protecting the stars of tomorrow.
Win, 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 shall you say?
There's Adora Campbell for Jamaica, silver medalist in the 100 meters behind J.D. Manuel. A year after she also won silver in the event. She'll be on the second leg for the Jamaicans. Jamaica, Bahamas, St. Lucia and the US Virgin Islands. Good start for the US Virgin Islands. The Bahamians making a move, so too Jamaica. Love the first change for Jamaica to Adora Campbell, who sweeps by the Bahamians. Here they come to the second change. It's Jamaica, just a slight issue with that change, slowing down the team, but they still have a commanding advantage. Bahamas trying to chase. Here they come to the final change. Jamaica in front of the Bahamas. That's the way they will finish. It will be a mad battle for the third and final automatic qualifying spot. Jamaica ahead of Bahamas, and St. Lucia do enough to get into the final out of shot, but they qualify automatically ahead of the US Virgin Islands. But it's Jamaica coming through at 45.20, fastest in qualifying.
And the smile on the face of the Jamaican athletes tells you that job well done. It was Bahamas actually made the change on the first leg just ahead of Jamaica, but after that, that second leg really turned things around.
Sharon Smith, fourth in the 100 meters, anchoring the Jamaicans to victory. Of course, if they desire, the Jamaicans, a number of changes that they could make to this team, including Rihanna Scott, who ran 200 qualifying earlier today. Here's another look at this second semi-final in the under-17 girls 4x100. Malaya Duncan to Adora Campbell. Sweet change, that one. This change, Campbell to Russell. Slow and dangerous, but they got away. And then Sharon Smith, compact, easy, composed down the stretch, taking the Jamaicans to the fastest time in qualifying, 45.20.
It's not about having the four fastest athletes, it's about getting that baton around, and that third leg could have been a bit tricky.
And of course, guys, greetings. And if you are new here, guys, just make sure that you just subscribe and also like the video so that we can keep on reaching many audience as we do this. So I want us to go straight to the video and do some analysis of what has just been happening, because we have had some relays, we have had some 100 meters, some sprintings, and you know, we have had teams from Jamaica, Bahamas, and Barbados. So I want us to do some analysis, you know, and this was the 2025 CAREBEAN Games that gave us a glimpse into the future of world athletics. And once again, Jamaica proved why it remains the undisputed sprint capital of the world. From explosive relay performance to breathtaking individual victories, these young athletes showed incredible speed, confidence, and determination. So guys, in today's video, we will do a breakdown the biggest performance, of course, which is Jamaica. And of course, we are going to celebrate Jamaica. As much as we'll be celebrating Jamaica, we also celebrate the Bahamas, also Barbados, and also all those other countries from Caribbean region. So guys, I want us to go together. Okay, the relay machine keeps rolling. The excitement began in the boys under 17 by 100-meter relay semi-final, where Team Jamaica delivered another masterclass in relay running. The team stormed to victory in an impressive 39.29 seconds, finishing comfortably ahead of the competition and coming very close to the championship records. You know, Jamal Stevenson got the team off to a brilliant start with a powerful opening leg. His quick acceleration immediately put Jamaica in control. On the backstretch, Shaquille Gardon extended the lead even further with a sensational run that showcased both speed and composure. So by the final exchange, there was a little doubt about the outcome. So Jamaica crossed the finish line looking smooth, confident, and ready for bigger performance in the final. Okay guys, so this race once again highlighted something Jamaica has mastered for decades: developing athletes who not only run fast individuals but also execute relay races with exceptional teamwork. Michael Graham steal the show if there was one athlete who truly captured the spotlight, it was none other than Michael Graham. In the under-17 boys 100-meter final, Graham produced an outstanding performance to claim the gold medal for Jamaica. He exploded from the blocks, maintained excellent form throughout the race, and crossed the finish line ahead of talented field. And of course, behind him, there was Team Bahamas, there was Team Barbados, and all those other nations. So the British Virgin Island Tendra Frit earned the silver medal, while Jaden Collins secure bronze. Winning a Carifta title is never easy because the Caribbean consistently produces world-class sprinters. Graham's victory sends a strong message that Jamaica's sprint tradition is in very capable hands. So we want to look at the road to gold. Michael Graham had already shown his quality during the semi-finals. So despite strong challenges from Gordon Thompson of Guyana and Jaden Goodridge of Trinidad and Tobago, Graham stayed composed and qualified comfortably for the final. His performance demonstrated maturity beyond his years. So guys, instead of wasting energy, he controlled the race while ensuring his place in the championship final. Championship understand when to conserve energy and when to unleash their full potential. Graham did exactly that. And so guys, also Jamaica's girls continue the tradition. The future also look incredible bright for Jamaica's female sprinters. So in the under-17 girls 100-meter relay semi-final, Jamaica crossed the line first in 45.20 seconds, despite experiencing some difficult baton exchange on the third leg. Many teams lose momentum after a mistake, but Jamaica showed tremendous composure. Ankarana Cheyenne Smith delivered brilliant final leg. He pulled away from the Bahamas and St. Lucia to secure another comfortable victory. That ability to recover under pressure is exactly what separates great relay teams from good ones. So of course guys, the future of these young sprinters looks bright. So guys, before we finish, I would just like to request you that if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss our latest track and field updates and many other content, because we are here to react on any content. Now, tell us in comment which young Jamaican athlete impressed you the most. Whom do you think will become the next country's next global sprint superstar? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.